Greetings and well met, fellow travelers. This is Eric the Constantly Renamed and
Zeke the Unfortunate.
Here with another episode of whatever series I've been doing.
Oh, which number are we on again?
8.
Really?
Well, I think. They may not see it that way, though.
Oh, how many have I been in?
4, but we had to delete 2 because of your drunken shenanigans. Okay. So, here, this is out here.
God damn it.
Okay, so today I was wanting to talk about the art of writing a D&D adventure, which I've been hearing a lot of people have trouble writing adventures. Things that have plotline and characters and all that fantastic stuff. But it's really not too difficult as long as you're giving it a little bit of forethought. And I have a trick today I want to share with Zeke here. Zeke has never written a D&D adventure before, but I figured he should be here as a testing audience for a trick that I've learned a long time ago. I've been using it ever since. It's based on Pixar's, 16 Methods of Writing or whatever it is. And it's the 3-5-10 rule.
Pixar did that? I thought they made fucking
Pixar?
movies.
Well, Pixar has a specific mode to writing. They did a Twitter feed a while back that was their 16 rules of writing. The third rule or so was every day so-and-so. Until one day, so-and-so. So all the characters, so-and-so, until then, so-and-so, and then so-and-so, until finally so-and-so. And that's their writing method. Take Toy Story for instance. Every day, all these toys played with Andy and their life was grand. Until one day, Buzz Lightyear showed up. So everybody in turn scorned Buzz Lightyear until Buzz Lightyear proved himself. The characters all ganged up to solve the common foe, and finally they rescued Buzz Lightyear and Woody.
Okay.
And that's every single one of their movies you can put in that 5-point perspective.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's always 5 points in Pixar.
The first one's the best. I wouldn't even bother with the second two if you're actually planning on watching that series.
Zeke the movie reviewer, everybody. I like Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 was fantastic.
Toy Story 3. I hated that bit.
Whatever. Toy Story 3 had fantastic graphics. They were using a new render engine. It was beautifully...
First one's better.
The second one was total shit. Here, can I... Mind if I...
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Take it.
Anyway. Every one of Pixar's movies have 5 points in it that you can identify too. But they start even earlier than that. And they start with, you can take Toy Story down to, and I'm using Toy Story as an example now, God forbid. But I'm using Toy Story as an example that you could take it down to 3 points, which is all the toys were having fun, Buzz Lightyear shows up, everybody becomes friends. 5 points I just described to you. 10 points is elaborative beyond what you would normally, beyond that. You can use the same rules for D&D. You can say, the princess was kidnapped, the hero saved the princess, the king turns out to be the one who betrayed you. And that right there is a good storyline in 3 points. So, here, I wanted to kind of use this to show people at home how to do this. So,
Okay.
if we were to do the 3-5-10 rule, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. How does the story start? Don't give it too much thought.
Not too much thought?
Yeah.
Alright. Well...
You can use simple tropes. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy.
Alright, and then they all get thrown together by some random series of circumstance.
Okay, circumstance brings characters together. So this would be like your level 1 adventure.
Yep.
Okay. But then...
some great foe fucking arises, and all of them are summoned in order to destroy this thing.
Great foe arises. We'll keep it general at this point.
I guess.
Until finally...
Y'all become friends, man.
Is the foe defeated?
No. The foe beats their asses.
PCs become friends after defeat.
Okay.
So 3 points. Circumstances bring your characters together. So let's say you're having first time they're all together, and for some reason they meet up all in the same city because of a flyer they were given, because someone called them there, etc., etc.
That is, they're all in jail.
A great foe arises, probably the reason they were brought together, and the PCs become friends after being defeated by the foe. So we can assume that this foe is stronger than what the PCs would be.
By a few 100 levels.
And this is where it gets important, is because you take those 3 points, whatever, it could be a near defeat, we don't know yet, we haven't finished the story.
That's true.
If it's not surprising to you,
this is necessary.
if it's not surprising to you, it's not surprising to the person playing it.
But, okay, that doesn't make sense to me, because I'll just accept it for what it is.
And the 5, well, follow me here. You haven't written any adventures, oh mighty writer? I've got ideas here. Now follow me. You've got 3 points. Circumstance, foe rises, defeat, and friendship. So, if we were to take the first point, circumstance brings the character together. What circumstance? A note? A calling? An owl?
I was just gonna say they were all in fucking jail and they got released because some fucking dick decided that they needed a way to kill this thing and they wanted to get rid of a lot of people.
Okay, so point 1, all PCs are imprisoned. What are they asked to do immediately after they get out of prison?
They're not asked to, they're just released into this arena and there's this fucking, I don't know what it is yet, man. I mean, goddammit, I just started this. But
yeah, okay,
I guess
that's cool. No.
I guess it's just some badass motherfucker that just rapes all of them. Quite literally.
So point 3, the PCs are in arena until a great foe is released from the pits.
Yeah. They're like, they're doing okay, they're living, and then this fucking dude was just like, no, these people have to die, so he just releases this fucking god into the arena and just fucking smites all of them into oblivion.
Okay. But then, all the PCs are imprisoned for falseful reasons. They are then released into a great arena.
Man? Why can't they be?
I'm giving you an example.
Reasons. Like,
okay. All the PCs are criminals. They were in prison for separate reasons. Okay. Whatever.
There we go.
The PCs are suddenly released into an arena.
It doesn't matter.
Where a great god of foes is released. Okay. But then,
the fucking god doesn't kill him. He just beats the shit out of him.
God defeats PCs but shows mercy.
If you want to call it that, sure. I was just gonna say fucking one-shots them and gives no fucks, thinks they're dead and whatever, and then they just come back fucking
I did not say that the god personally shows mercy. Mercy is shown.
Okay, mercy is shown
after their defeat, finally
they gain levels.
Are they still imprisoned?
Well, of course, man. After you get into the fucking gladiators arena, you can't leave. That's your life.
So the PCs...
They're always going to be gladiators.
Put back in prison.
Well, no, they just never left. They were defeated. In order to destroy this god, that's what releases you from this prison. That's why the god is undefeatable. I mean, honestly.
Okay.
This is going off of fucking the Roman shit because I couldn't think of anything else.
Hey, it works! And trust me, there's plenty of good reasons out there.
Whatever, man. This one out.
So, the PCs are imprisoned. For whatever reason, they find themselves locked up in shackles and behind bars.
Okay.
Suddenly, they were all called together and released into a great arena, where a great foe is also released from his side of the pits. This great foe climbs to might and smacks down the PCs in a quick amount of time, but shows mercy, but does not completely kill them for whatever reason. The PCs defeated, the Emperor decides, the King decides, the people decide, should be tossed back into prison. And that's where we end our adventure. So, now we take our 5 points, and what's the 10 points? So you just said that there's no way to escape the prison but from the gods, so that must be included. So if you defeat this great foe, you are let loose, and that is a future goal. So that must be released at some point, correct?
Yeah, but
So-
it's only in fucking one-on-one combat.
Specifically, why are the PCs in prison?
Depends on the character.
No, I mean, a little bit more general than character by character.
Okay.
Are they all criminals? Have they been wrongly imprisoned? Is the king against magic and they're all magic casters?
They can't all be magic casters, but a couple of them can be.
Okay.
That's a good point. You could throw that into there.
Okay. So, magic casting is illegal.
Dude, Bob just fell.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
He's right here.
My dear baby.
He just fucking leaped into oblivion.
Okay, where were we?
Shit being illegal and why people are in prison.
So, strict laws imprison the PCs.
Yeah, we could go with that.
Okay.
For all the characters that are law-abiding goody-goodies, then they just aren't. They aren't in this campaign. This is only for the shit-eaters.
Those characters could be wrongfully imprisoned.
Okay, well then you can
So-
play it however you want, man.
So,
I don't
before
know.
they are released into the... Oh, follow me through. I want to prove a point.
Okay.
Before they are released in the arena, they learn, or they are subjugated to,
I don't know what you want from me here.
come up with something.
Come up with something?
Before they are released into the arena, they've been imprisoned, they're about to be released into the arena, but
They have
suddenly...
two choices. They could get executed, or they could play in this fucking arena.
Given choice,
If that's the way you want to go with this.
death or battle.
Trial by fire. If that's what you
here
want to
comes
call it.
So, they are released in the arena. Now, is there anything you can give information about from the arena?
That all their crimes will be fucking omitted and they will be able to walk free once again if they complete the series of trials that are amongst them.
Okay, promised freedom after defeating series of trials. Okay. Now, before they are defeated, how does the battle go? What little bits can we add to the battle itself?
Well, every fucking battle is a one-on-one fight.
Okay.
So no matter how many people you have in this campaign, it really doesn't matter because it's all a matter of personal prowess. Dude,
I don't know if you can hear this at home, but I live in an apartment complex with a bunch of screaming children. So,
they are fucking raging right now about something.
the great foe is released from the pits. What is the great foe?
Oh,
Is he truly a god amongst men?
no. He is a fucking demon that spits fire. So it's pretty much a dragon on crack. Crack dragon. I don't know if that's a fucking character, but I'm making it. It's called Crack Dragon. It does nothing but fucking spit fire.
And snort crack.
And snort crack.
Okay.
Not in
so
that order.
What happens before the PCs are defeated by the crack demon dragon?
Crack Dragon?
Yeah.
They complete the first 2 trials out of 3.
Okay.
The first trial is, I guess just a fucking band of, say, 4 humanoid creatures that are fucking heavily armored with shield and sword. They're tanky motherfuckers.
Band of veterans.
Yes. The second
And
trial.
when they are released, they make sounds like that.
Yes. No, that's the second trial because they're just a bunch of exploding fucking poison bitches.
Okay, exploding.
They just run like, and then they explode into this vat of fucking poison that just fucking rapes everything. And then you have the crack dragon that does nothing but fly around in the air and fucking spit fucking flames at you. Just to be a dick. And you get no ranged weapons in the first fight.
Okay.
So he just like insta-kills you.
Wonderful.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay. So the defeat is really just like no range weapons.
And if you get killed by the first 2 in any way, shape, or form, your character is dead. There's nothing you can do about it. You have to start over.
But for those who survive before they are re-imprisoned, receive.
They don't receive anything. They got their asses beat. They got showed mercy because of this fucking dragon.
So blood and beaten, they look up and receive. Okay.
They just get fucking more weapons the second time around. I guess, if that's what you want to call it.
So they're also promised weaponry.
Well, no, it's just in the arena whenever they re-enter it.
Okay.
Because if you want to think about it this way, like, whenever they fucking enter the arena, they start with nothing. They have to grab what's around them. Like, they've got, weapon racks and shit around them, so they select their weapon and then they go at it.
Okay, so here's a good example. That 3 points.
I don't know, man.
Well, hold on, you wrote an adventure. I'm bringing it together now. It doesn't have every detail, but it's
a
good.
shitty adventure.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I invite you to pull up any of the old stuff. Like Dungeon Land, which was fun, but not necessarily plot-driven. Castle Greyhawk, fun, not plot-driven.
Whatever, man.
But
I'm too
plot is
drunk to write a good adventure right now.
Oh, whatever. So, in 3 points, circumstances bring the characters together. To a great foe arises. Finally, the PCs become friends after defeat. That was your initial, very, very, very simple plotline. Okay. But then it became strict laws on magic and the nature of how these PCs are to gather money, imprison all of them. Or wrongfully imprison them, depending on whether or not we have lawful characters. Given the choice, they say it is either you battle or you die at the hands of the arena. The PCs that agree and are not put to death are released into the arena, promised freedom upon defeating this great opponent. Every single battle, they are told, is a one-on-one battle. All of a sudden, a demonic dragon is released on crack, according to Zeke. It flies into the air, watching the opponents. Each of them must complete 2 of the 3 tasks before they are put against this demon dragon. First, a band of veterans, war-hardened, armored, shielded, angry individuals. And second, exploding kamikaze poison witches. You laugh, it could be fun. As they defeat these 2, the demonic dragon flies down from his perch, encountering the PCs.
Poison bitches, they will kill.
And with nothing but ranged attacks, flies over the PCs and easily defeats them. If anybody fails the first 2 rounds, they die permanently. But if you can succeed that, you live. But only to realize beaten and bloodied, and in reception of mercy. that you are promised weaponry, further weaponry, for surviving this fight. And brought into the prison, you are locked up once again to fight another day. So, you see how it goes from very super simple to massive plot. And even if it's not the best plot, if you're convinced that you can't write a good plot, it is a plot. It is something
It
that
is
keeps the
substance.
players on the edge of their seats. It'll keep them thinking, and it'll throw them some twists.
Not many people would want to play through my campaign.
I'm going to fucking write this up now just to prove you different.
Oh, really?
Like 2 years from now, you're going to play this, and you're going to go, damn, that was awesome, man.
I'll
be like,
because I'm
"You
gonna
read
be
it,
drunk
man."
as fuck whenever I play that.
And then Bob is going to jump off the side of a table
One
and
of
wreck
us.
himself into a ground.
Okay.
So, do we have anything to add on top of that? How do you feel about this?
I feel like everybody who plays it is gonna rage constantly and never want to play it again.
You need to play Castle Greyhawk and realize how good this is in comparison.
Okay. I'll play
Because
Castle Greyhawk.
Castle Greyhawk was awesome, but it's just like you open a door and there's Thor. You open a door and there's the cast of Star Trek.
What?
I'm serious. So,
Why is there the cast of Star Trek?
in fact, I think this is an episode of Xena Warrior Princess.
What? Which episode? I watched that shit.
So until next time, this is Gun the Constantly Relabeled and...
Zeke the Unfortunate here.
And I hope you guys are having fun and enjoying what little weather we have out there. Till next time.
Take it easy, bro.
Okay, you little shit. Get back up there. God, scare the shit. All of a sudden I hear a thump and I think it's a book.